Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Danesh and today's question on the channel is very simple. What is that device that's perfect? If you're starting your journey into fitness, maybe you want something affordable, maybe you want something that's feature packed, and you want something that, well, is reliable. I have just the product, and this is the product I genuinely believe in. In no way, shape, or form has the brand told me that this is the video they want. This is the product that I genuinely like and suggest, and that is the Huawei Watch Fit 4. It's a nice, affordable smartwatch at a great price. Here in the UAE, it is for 479 dirhams. I'll put converted prices down here and you guys can check those out. But I really like this product for what it offers. I think it is fantastic. So why don't we quickly do a little unboxing, look at the product, do a quick setup, and I'll tell you about it along the way. All right, so here is the box. One little important thing to know is that this box has a QR code here, so let's keep that there. Remember that that's there because this turns out to be necessary later. But here we go, inside the box. Here we have the nice little watch. For full disclosure, this has been unboxed before, but I wanted to kind of start from the start so we can do the setup as well. And here's the watch. We'll come back to that in just a sec. Inside we have the charger. Now this is a Type A charger on one end, but proprietary on the other end, and that is a big buck. I will not lie about that. And inside here we have I'm guessing just some documentation. Yeah, we have that, so that's there if you want it, and nothing else. All right, so coming to the watch itself, nicely packaged. Oops, let me just get that back in there. You've got this little covering, and here the watch is nice shape. I really like the fact that it became square. It used to not be square actually. We've got nice straps which can be adjusted as per your liking. There are a few types which I will show you, and that is the back with the sensors. On the side we've got a crown which obviously spins and has a little writing on it, as well as a functional button over here which we'll come back to, and a mic and speaker on the other side. But apart from that, pretty clean, neat. So that's the watch. Let's put that there for a second. And like I said, we'll be needing this little QR code. Now that is obviously because of the fact that that is where you download the Huawei Health App from. Just a sec. Yeah, now over here, if you guys can see, first and foremost, it'll ask you what phone. This is a nothing phone, so I'm just going to put that as other. It's going to say reload. I'm going to do that, and it'll take me to the app gallery page where you will click on install. And that'll ask you whether you want to install the app gallery or download via browser. You can click download via browser, which will give you the APK file. And if you haven't already set this up, you will click open and it will say that you need to change the settings to allowing unknown sources, which will allow you to install it. And you click install and the app should be coming through. All right, so here we have to set the app up, obviously put in our location and stuff like that. So I'll scroll down all the way and we will look for United Arab Emirates. So we have that there. We click next, agree to Huawei Health. And here you have the main screen. Now this is where you will sort of look at all your information and data and stuff like that. Here I will click devices and then I'll click add device and it will be scanning, but it might not find it because this is not on yet. There we go, switch that on and hopefully it should find it in just a sec. Okay, no devices. Let's do add manually. We will go to Huawei Watch Fit series, right? And this one will say, this one also is on its initial setup, and use QR code. Now it will scan for devices. It has now found it because I had done the initial setup over here. And that's it. Now I'll put in my Huawei ID, just a sec. All right, so that's done. And now I will allow it to pair. That is happening here. So it asked me on the phone as well as on the watch. That has also moved ahead. Ooh, we have a tone and everything. And there you have the watch set up. This will obviously ask for permissions, which we can figure out later on, right? That is asking for the notifications on which apps, and okay, it's telling the various things. All right, so now we have this nice and set up. All right, so it's there. It shows me various things. It shows the battery percentage and so on and so forth. And all your various settings are right here. So I can literally every app on this, I can check on the Huawei Watch as well. Sorry, on the Huawei Health App as well. But this is a watch video, so let's look at the watch. All right, we do have an update. So let's get that done as well. And there you have it. That's the watch. Now the watch itself is 9.5 millimeters thick and is about 4.3 by 3.8. That doesn't really matter, but it's a nice screen. This is a 1.82 inch AMOLED display, and like you can see, it looks really nice, right? It's 480 by 408 pixels. That's a pixel density of 347, which is excellent, and peak brightness on this is 2000 nits. Now the body itself is aluminum, and that's again not a bad thing in my personal opinion. And on the back of this thing we have a few sensors. We've got an accelerometer, gyroscope sensor, magnetometer, ambient light, optical heart rate sensor, and a barometer. So pretty power packed considering the price. I mean, like, you really don't feel like you're sacrificing anything, and I think that again is one of the reasons I really like this watch. So as far as working out and stuff is concerned, first thing you need to know is that this is rated for 5 ATM water resistance. So that's atmospheric pressure if I'm not wrong, but I know that that's a good thing. If you go to workouts, for example, and let's say we were to start a outdoor run, all right, and oh, I need to, okay, go, and workout started. You have like notifications like that which will keep you going and stuff like that. You have all your information. You can control your music. Obviously all this looks very familiar. Cadence, you've got your signal weak. Pay more attention to your surroundings. Thank you, sir. I will pay attention to my surroundings. But there's so much information. I mean, just look at the amount of information on this thing. That is insane. That is insane. This is a 479 watch. Why is there so much information on this? Like, I think that that's really nice, and I really like that. So that's a good thing. Workout paused. But we can end. Yes, thank you. Workout is ended. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. So for example, if you go into your workouts again and you come to courses and plans and you go to fitness courses, you've even got like a trainer inside this watch. All right, look at this, you guys, this is crazy, right? So if I do a, let's say, pre-run warm-up, workout started. It's got a animated trainer already inside. One set is 20 seconds. Next move. Dynamic How cool is that? 12 reps. Look at that. That's so cool. Next so, move. Like I said, right? Lunge. One set is 20. Okay. Shush. Oh my God. But yeah, like, that's really nice, right? The fact that you have like a little trainer. And like I said, right, I was very clear about this, that this is for if you're starting out and you don't want to spend too much money, but you want something that's really good and can give you all that information that you need. And like, I haven't even touched upon the fact that you've got a kilocalorie or a calorie counter over here. You've got heart rate monitor, you've got stress monitor, you've got like everything. You've got the exercise rings to check your activity records, and you've got so much on this watch, and I really don't see what you'd be disappointed by. So yeah, on the overall, listen, I like this, and I think that this is genuinely worth the money. And biggest of all, like, if I put this on my hand right now, I don't have the biggest wrists in the world, but like, that looks pretty nice, right? That looks pretty nice, I think that looks pretty nice. What do you guys think? Yeah, that looks pretty good. But yeah, that was like the idea of this video, was to just show you a nice simple watch and a device that I personally don't think has any major flaws. I do know that some people will come back talking about Huawei Health and stuff, and that's a personal decision on your end if you want to use that app or not. I think it's an extremely powerful app that has a lot of information in there. And again, if something helps you on your fitness journey, what's the issue, right? But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the Huawei Watch Fit itself? Because I really like it. So yeah, Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Funny enough, it's like 1 in the morning when I'm making this video, so I'm exhausted, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But anyway, I will see you at the next one. Peace out.